What up, PB Cashewville? It's your boy Cashew, and today we are going to be talking about Sonic Heroes, a great game, and it's going to be a fun thing to talk about. I'm excited for it, and I just want to say, hit it. What up, PB Cashewville? It's your boy Cashew, and like I said, today we are going to be talking about Sonic Heroes. But before we do, I do want to show you first my new shirt I got. It's for this episode. It looks cool. I like it. It's literally a Sonic and villain shirt. But I also want to apologize for last week. I know we said we were going to do episodes every week, but I got to be honest with you guys. You probably don't want to hear about it, but I've been working a lot lately. Been doing more hours than I should be for both my jobs, which I'm fine with that. I need them. Need it for more money. Because everything's going up. It's crazy. But I just want to apologize for that and let you guys know that. Yeah, that's the reason why I didn't do an episode last week. I was busy. And on top of that, as you can see right now, it's like literally like around 1 o'clock or 1:30, and I'm doing the podcast right now, just recording for you guys because I really want to get one out there. I'm super tired, but I'm fine with that. Now let's get into this. This game right here, Sonic Heroes, is probably one of the best Sonic games, in my opinion. I love this game so much. And I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why. And the first reason, now I'm going to say this is a disclaimer. I am going to put in the right here, around here, that there's this YouTuber I went to because he recorded the intro of this game. And I also want to say another disclaimer is it might get copyrighted. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for it. But the intro in this game is so cool. Like, it's probably one of my favorite intros of all games in all time. And I'm going to show you that video right about now.
What goes up must come down. Yeah, my feet don't touch the ground. Every rage, step aside, I'll turn the page, breaking through your crazy maze, like a laser beam, my eyes on you. Watch me, rule the night away, watch me, save the day, feel my storm is getting close, heading your way. Sonic Heroes, Sonic Heroes, find you, confine you, defying your place. Sonic Heroes, Sonic Heroes, setting the stage for a hero's progress. Sonic Heroes, give us a reason and we're on our way.
And we're back. Like I said, that is an awesome video. Like, that intro just gets me so hyped for this game. And this game is a funny game. And, like, what I mean is fun, it's fun. And if you have seen, I did have in the YouTube thumbnail, I have all the characters that are actually in the game and what team they are. So let's talk about it. Let's jump into it. So it's basically Sonic game. If you ever play Sonic, you know that Sonic's the main character. You know that the main villain of Sonic games is Dr. Eggman. One thing I love about this game is that there's actually 4 different teams. That's right, 4 different teams. I'll get into that in a minute. I'm going to give you the characters' names. So, the first character is obviously Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog's in the game. He's fun to play as. You have Tails, another Sonic character that, he's very smart, but can I be honest with you? In my opinion, he could get annoying to me. But I like Tails. He's okay. Knuckles. I love Knuckles. Like, I don't care what anybody says. I like Knuckles. I like his attitude. I like that he's always, like, want to fight somebody. And he's just down to fight. Then you got Sonic. Not Sonic. I already said Sonic. Shadow. Shadow is a if you know Shadow, he's basically a clone of Sonic, but he's honestly awesome. Like, he is really cool. Like, he is he's probably one of my favorite characters of all time for Sonic, and like I love Shadow. He's awesome. Let me think. Omega. Omega, he's a robot. Actually, he's one of Doctor Eggman's robot in the game. And you'll get to know him a little bit more. I think her name is, I think it's Rogue or Rouge. I can't remember how to say it. I want to say it's Rouge the Bat, but it also could be Rogue the Bat. She's in the game. She's a bat thief, basically. If you ever think of her like a, if you think of Batman like Catwoman, she's basically like that. She's like a bat that likes to steal jewelry. Um, and then you got Amy. And if you guys ever watch Sonic, and if you know who Amy is, she's in love with Sonic. She's obsessed with Sonic. You have Cream, which in my opinion, Cream is my favorite. Like, she's probably my second favorite because like Cream is so sweet in the game, and like not only in the game, but if you ever watch those shows, she's such a sweetheart. Like, she just don't bother to anybody. Big the Cat, not a fan of Big the Cat. That's all I gotta say. I'm just not a fan of Big the Cat. I don't know what it is. Vector, he's an alligator. He's awesome. I like him a lot. He's cool. This is probably one of my least, and I mean my least favorite character. His name is Charmy. He's a bee. He's a bumblebee. He's okay. He's not my favorite. He's annoying. He has a high pitched voice, and I'm not a fan of him. And probably my second favorite in this game, and my second favorite character, and his name is Espio. Now, Espio is such a cool character, and we'll get more into him about it. So those are all the characters. Now let's get into the team. So I said that there's 4 different teams. So there's Team Sonic, which obviously includes Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. Then you got Team Dark, which Team Dark is Rouge or Rogue. I can't remember the name of the bat. Shadow and Omega. Then you got Team Rose, which is Big the Cat, Amy, and Cream. Then you got I think their name is Team Chaotix, which is Vector, Charmy, and Espio. And what I like about this game is that there's 4 different teams, and these 4 different teams have different stories, but it all connects at the end. So for a good example, Team Sonic's was Dr. Eggman literally sent them an invite to somewhere. Team Chaotix is they get a voice memo from a stranger that they don't know, and he got some mission for them to like do something, and Espio was the only one that was very concerned about it, and Vector and Charmy just wanted the money, so they didn't really care. Team Dark, I want to say Team Dark was more like, okay, so remember how I said Omega was Dr. Eggman's robot? I think he lost his memory or something, or he just wanted to destroy Dr. Eggman. I can't remember specifically what it was, but I believe that was what it was. And then Team Rose is just Team Rose, I guess you could say. I really don't remember their story that much, but as you can all see, they all connect to Dr. Eggman, which I think is obviously pretty cool, and everybody knows that Dr. Eggman is like the main villain. But they do have 2 main villains in this game, and we'll get to that later. I want to talk a little bit more into the gameplay and more concept about it. So you play as, in each team, it's 3 different characters, which I think is pretty sick, and I think it's pretty cool. The characters, you have a speedster, a power hitter, and someone that can fly. And it's very smart. So, for example, Sonic is the speedster, Knuckles is the power hitter, and then Tails is more like he could fly, he could take you anywhere. And it's a cool concept because you actually do need to play as all the characters So the way it works is like it'll let you know, like, so yellow, there's like a check mark, and it's like it says yellow, and that yellow means that's the flyer. You need to change to the person that flies, because you need him to do like platforming and do like make you go up, and it's fun. Blue is the speedster, which basically, if you need to go really, really fast, they put you have to pick the speedster to go fast. And red is the power hitter, which is basically, you have to break boxes, and you have to you can do like powerful hits and to destroy enemies quicker. And like I said, it's a fun concept. And I'm going to tell you, obviously for Team Sonic, the speedster is Sonic, the power hitter is Knuckles, and the Flyers Tails. For Team Rose, it's Amy's the speedster, Big the Cat's the power hitter, and Cream's the flyer. For Team Chaotix, Espio is the speedster, Vector is the power hitter, and Charmy is the flyer. And then for Team Dark, it's obviously Omega's the power hitter, Shadow's the speedster, and Rogue is the flyer. And so I want to talk a little bit about why Espio's he's one of my favorites, or probably his second favorite, because Shadow's my favorite of all time. But Espio is pretty cool because you get to play as him, and he could turn invisible, and it's pretty sick. Like, his moveset is pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie, he's pretty cool, and he looks pretty cool too. I want to rank which is my favorite and which is my least. We're gonna start with the least. Obviously, my least is Rose. Team Rose was not fun. I can't remember anything about Team Rose, and I really can't stand Big the Cat. I can tell you right now, when I used to be a kid and I used to play as Big the Cat, how many times I will freaking die because of Big the Cat. Because they switch me to Big the Cat and then I fall down or something because I can't remember. But I'm not a fan of Big the Cat at all. That's my least favorite. But Team Rose, my least favorite. I want to say Team Sonic is my third. Don't get me wrong. Team Sonic has a great story. Sonic's a fun character to play. Knuckles is fun to play. Tails can be annoying sometimes. But the other two, Team Chaotix is the second, which like I said, I love Team Chaotix. Charmy was annoying. Don't get me wrong. Charmy the Bee was annoying. But Espio, when I tell you, like, I play as Espio almost all the time when I was a kid. Loved him. He was great. And obviously Team Dark, because Shadow's my favorite character of all time. One thing I forgot to mention, I think is pretty cool in this game, is that they all, like I said, it connects all together. And during the story, you get to face each of these teams. Like, if you literally see in my YouTube thumbnail, like, I literally put, like, versus, because you literally fight these teams. Like, you'll be doing, I think it's, like, 2 to 3 acts, and then it's a fight. It's, like, a boss fight, and it's dumb. You're, like, actually fighting Team Rose or Team Sonic. It's pretty unique. It's pretty unique in its own way. I tell you, there's a second villain. The second main villain, his name is Metal Sonic. If you know about Metal Sonic, he's basically a Sonic robot who's fast, who's strong, who's just like Sonic, and he's a cool villain. I like him a lot. And obviously, Dr. Eggman, he's up there again as a villain. He's always gonna be the villain for Sonic, but he's the one that created Metal Sonic. And if I'm not mistaken, Metal Sonic betrayed Eggman, or he was trying to betray Eggman. I can't remember how it went. All I remember was that Metal Sonic was pretty cool. Like I said, this game is pretty fun. I have nothing else to say, because I can't remember everything about the game. I'll be honest with you, I didn't look at any gameplay. All I can remember, most of it's in my head. I do remember, though, there was one act. It was a train act that was so annoying that it's like, you had to be precise, because if you're not precise, you might fall. Doing rail missions weren't that fun either, because it depends on where you're at. Some of those rails were annoying. But other than that, like I said, this game right here was pretty fun. Give me your thoughts and comments. If you ever played this game, tell me what things you liked about this game. If you never played this game, like I always say, get it. It's in the GameCube. I believe it's in GameCube, Xbox, and PlayStation. I could be missing another console, but get this game. This game is pretty fun. It's like I said, it's probably my favorite Sonic game of all time. And there's multiple Sonic games that are out there. There's one Sonic game I'm not gonna mention now that I think is underrated, and I want to talk about it one of these days. But like I said, tell me what you guys think. If you ever play it, tell me your comments. Tell me what was fun about it. Tell me if you think they should remake this or remaster this, because I think they should. And like we always say before we end the show, we don't know you, but we love you. And there's a God above that does. I'm Cashew. Peace out, PB Cashewville.